Hi. So today in the party we're talking about chicken, and it dawned on me that we're having chicken for dinner tonight, so I thought I'd go live. And now it's after 6 o'clock. I have been trying to figure out how to go live in the party, and I've resorted to I'm going to record this and share the recording with you when it's done. So that's where we're at. Sorry it's so late, but at least you'll get to see it. So the meal I'm going to be doing is roasted chicken and asparagus with pan sauce. And I'm going to accompany that with mashed potatoes with garlic in them. So to do the potatoes, I've got them already peeled here. I'm just going to cut them up and put them in the inner pot of the quick cooker because it's so fast and so easy, and I swore I would never do boiled potatoes any other way again once I did them in the quick cooker. Of course, now it's called the multi-cooker for those of you who don't have it. Many new functions on it. The sear function has settings on it so you can sear at 3 different temperatures rather than just a high sear. It has a yogurt maker setting on it, and the biggest news is the setting of sous vide. Everyone is very excited about that setting. I have my old quick cooker and I love it. I may invest in a new one. We'll see. All of the parts for the quick cooker have come back. The ceramic pot and the fluted cake pan, the steamer baskets, the springform pan, and I use all of those in my quick cooker. And those are compatible with both the quick cooker and the multi-cooker, the deluxe multi-cooker. So that's really good news because it's just so fast and easy, and things come out so wonderful and moist in the under the pressure cooker. So those are available again.
So if you get a new one,
yes,
that one will be.
Well, I've often wished that I had 2, if you think about it, when I'm doing beans and preparing something else.
Well, I was thinking more for some of my endeavors.
Ah, okay. Well,
it'll go down into my workroom.
Ah, well, we'll have to see. So, for doing mashed potatoes, I've simply taken 2 pounds of potatoes and cut them up and thrown them in this pot. Then we need a cup of water. And I'm not going to push the start button yet because it's 5 minutes. So I have other things that I want to get going here first.
I can push the start button.
Yes, I would let you do that. Okay, so the quick cooker is over here. Excuse my messy kitchen.
Are you going to tell people what this is here, Sam?
Well, I was keeping it out. We're making yogurt. So again, you want to make sure that the gasket is firmly attached around the ring. You want to make sure that this button is flush with the top and that the clouds are lined up. So we'll put that on. We turn it to the steam setting, and we want to adjust the time to 5 minutes. So that's good to go, but as I say, it's too soon to start it, even with the amount of time that it would take for it to come up to pressure. And I've got the frying pan heating up. I'm using the non-stick stainless pan.
You're using my frying pan.
Yes, I know you love that frying pan. And I want to heat up my oven to 425 as well, because we're going to pop it in the oven for the end. And we want approximately a tablespoon of oil to heat up in the frying pan. That looks good. We're going to be using the Dijon mustard rub, but if your family doesn't like mustard, of course you can use any seasoning that you like. I'm just bringing it back over here. So season both sides with a tablespoon of the rub. Just rub that in. See, one side of the chicken is more moist than the other side, so just going to swoosh that around on the plate and make sure it's well covered. Now to sear chicken, you want to have your element at medium-high heat. There is a trick to searing. And more rub. Sprinkle that on. All right. That. And we'll come back over to the frying pan. Just going to make sure the oil is evenly distributed throughout the pan. So here's the trick. When you're doing something like searing, put it in and walk away. Do not stir it, do not touch it, do not peek. Walk away for 3 to 4 minutes anyway. And during that time, we can get the other ingredients ready for our meal. So, not planning ahead, I used up a whole lot of my tomatoes. It does call for a pint, but we'll go with what I have. This is the close and cut, which is so handy when you're doing things like cutting bagels, cutting chicken breasts, cutting partway through pork chops if you're going to stuff them, olives, cherry tomatoes, obviously, anything that you want cut in half, and you have a number of them at a time. I love close and cut. You just close it down, put your knife in, run the knife through, and there you have it, perfectly halved. So if you're doing a large salad, it is so handy, so fast, and so easy. And then we're going to take asparagus, and we're just going to cut it into 1-inch chunks. See if I can even up the stems a bit here. Maybe I should just do a few at a time. Oh, just chop it up. I'm just going to put them in with the tomatoes because we add them at the end. I have trimmed and washed this asparagus. And I'm leaving these ends because they're so tender. I've left them a little bit longer. And then we're going to do our onion. Take off the other layer. Have you taken the quiz yet on the party? There's a quiz for you to take, and have you explored the virtual kitchen? I love the virtual kitchen. It's so much fun, and there's a game on there for you to find the golden spoons, and you can message me once you have found the golden spoons. So this is the quick slice. I'm going to use this just to slice the onion. See how effortless that is. So there's your onion sliced, and it's all at the same diameter. And you can also use this to do the mushrooms. Again properly. There we go. So you want to arrange them so that they're lined flat. So you have your slices like that. Now we also have my favorite machine for doing that. And I absolutely love this. And it's so handy with sweet peppers. You simply arrange your food onto it and push, and there you have the mushrooms. Alright, so what else have we got going on here? I can cut the lemon. We're going to need a lemon. And I've got 2 garlic cloves. So, bring the chicken over and sear it for an additional minute. So we'll go over and check our chicken and see how we're doing with that. That looks lovely. Golden brown and seared. So we'll just give that an additional minute. So we peel and cut the onions, slice the mushrooms, cut the tomatoes in half, and cut the asparagus. And then we're going to remove the chicken to a pan and add the mushrooms, onions, garlic, and salt into our pan. There's another minute or two. But I think I'm going to start the quick cooker. It will take a few minutes for the quick cooker to come up to pressure, and then the 5-minute mark will come on, and then it will be ready to release the pressure on it. I love this splatter screen. I love the fact that you can lift half of it and see what's going on underneath. It is a godsend. So the purpose is not to cook the chicken through because we're going to pop it in the oven. So I'm going to get rid of that in a minute. I'm just going to slide the onions and mushrooms in here. And you noticed all the frond in the bottom of the pan, all those lovely brown bits. They are phenomenal. There's enough moisture in the mushrooms and the onions that they will pick that up and add so much flavor to your dish. And with it being non-stick, of course, cleanup will be a breeze. This pan is dishwasher safe. Together. There we go. Just going to stir that around a bit. And I believe it's garlic and salt. So 2 cloves of garlic. I have peeled this garlic, but again, with this garlic press, you do not need to peel. It depends on what I'm using it for. For something like this, I will take the part out of the bottom and just throw it in. If you were doing a salad dressing, you may choose not to do that. So depending on what I'm using it for and whether I want to save what's in the bottom, I will peel the garlic. My oven up to temperature. There. Now we want to add, it calls for wine, chicken stock, vegetable broth. You can use water. Just stir that around. And you want to reduce that a little bit. So obviously the liquid starts to steam with it boiling like that, and that helps to reduce it. Oh, it smells delicious. So once you have it reduced to how you want it, then we're just going to pour in the asparagus and the tomatoes. Looks so colorful. I wish I had more tomatoes. We actually had some in the salad today. All right, and then we want to put our chicken back in. I'm just going to turn that off. Put your chicken on top. And we want to add those pan juices. I might actually use a piece of chicken to scrape that off of the plate. And some delicious pan juices there. There. I forgot the lemon juice, so we can do that now. Pampered Not Perfect. Getting ingredients. So we'll just, the lemon juice will make it seem so much more fresh. And again, if you're using lemon, it's much like lemon vinegar, soy sauce, you need less salt, which is nice. So then we're just going to pop that in the oven, and by then the potatoes should be done. It goes in the oven for a short period of time, 12 to 15 minutes, to make sure we'll check and make sure that the chicken is cooked, and then serve it over the garlic mashed potatoes. So that's supper tonight, and as I say, I'm sorry I couldn't figure out how to go live. I have a feeling it might be a Zoom call that we have to go live with on table, but I'm figuring things out and I'll let you know. Thanks for joining the party. Thank you for your patience with me as I figure out this new platform. It's kind of like when you get a new phone and it's not the same as your old phone, and I'm trying to figure out all the quirks and everything that's going on. So talk to you soon. Bye.